Good evening, everyone. So, till now we had talked about data, then statistics. So, today we will be talking about basics of probability. And in later classes, we'll be talking more about uh, use cases of probability, and also uh, we'll get more in depth of statistics with hypothesis testing and distributions. Okay, so today talking about probability. So, what is probability? So, uh, let me start with very simple definition of probability, right? Like probability is uh, okay. So first thing, probability is a measure, right? It's a measure. Now, measure of what? So measure of like likeliness of an event to occur. Okay. Uh, Let me put in more simple words that probability is basically gives you answer on how likely an event will occur. Okay, so this is probability, right? Okay, so and how we measure it? So the measurement is uh, desired event, right? Like the event which we want to occur, desired event divided by total possible events. Okay, maybe when we'll be talking about some examples, it will be more clear uh, on like how we calculate probability. So uh, let's take a very simple example of a dice, right? Dice, right? So a dice can have these outcomes, right? One, two. I'm talking about single dice, right? One dice. So one, two, three, four, five, and six, right? Uh, this is like when I am rolling one dice, I can only get this six outcomes, right? So these are my total outcomes, right? So total outcomes are six, right? Now, if I desire, like my desired event, let's start with very simple desired event. Like my desired event is one, right? What is the likelihood of dice to be to be having one, uh, right? So likelihood of a dice having one on the face, right? Let's say that is my desired event. So one can occur only one time here, right? Like 1 2 3 4 5 6 out of 6, like one will occur only one time. So my probability will be 1 by 6, right? Which is like number of desired events divided by total outcomes, right? Total outcomes. right? Now this could be true for anything, suppose I want to know the probability of me getting 4 when I roll the dice, right? Getting 4, so again it is 1 by 6, right? Now what will be the probability of me getting even numbers, right? So even numbers are 2, 4 and 6, right? So my event can be any of these, like it can be either 2, either 4 or 6, right? So my total number of desired events are 1 plus 1 is 2, 4 is 1, sorry, 1 plus 1, which is again 4, and 1 6, right? So 1 plus 1 plus 1, or I would say 3 by 6, right? Or it is 1 by 2, right? Now instead of having this in this terms, like in fraction terms, let me put it into decimal terms. So 1 by 6 will be around let's say 17%, right? And 1 by 2 will be around 50%, right? Now so you can see that, like basically 17% is the likelihood, right? How likelihood uh, is that I will get a number 1 or 4, right? So that probability is less, right? Because events are more, and the like outcomes are more, and the event which the desired event is less, right? So like the probability of this event to occur will be very less, right? 17%. Now similarly, if you look for this, the probability of getting a even number, or in fact, like the probability of getting a odd number again, right? So the probability will be 50%, right? So 50% is more than 17%, right? So the likelihood of getting an event is more uh, in this case, right? So and the events are different. So here the event was getting 1, here the event was getting 4, and here the event is getting either an odd number or an even number, right? So this is known as probability, and probability, as we said, like it's the measure of likeliness, measure of how likely an event will occur, right? How likely an event will occur. Okay. Now so we can discuss other examples as well. Mm, so okay, let me take this example that of one coin, right? So a coin can have only two outcomes, either tail or heads, right? Tails or heads, right? Now what will be the probability, like when I toss a coin one time, what will be probability of me getting a tail, right? So probability will be tail, tail is one event, right? And head, total outcomes is sorry, total outcomes are 2, right? So it is 0.5 or 50%, right? Okay. Now, when I'm talking about this, what I'm assuming is that like my data set is unbiased. Like there is no bias error, right? In fact, here as well, when I'm trying to calculate the likelihood, what I'm assuming is that the dice is unbiased. Okay. Like what does it mean? The probability of getting any of these numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is same. Okay. And okay, maybe I can discuss this, that how you check whether your coin is biased or not, or whether your dice is biased or not. So basically you can think of having let's say you uh, tossed this coin 100 times, 1000 times, right? So what you'll get something like this, that head, uh, head in first, then head, right? Then tail, then tail, then tail, right? So then tail, maybe, like I'm just talking about randomly, like if I go on putting this, right? So what so to check whether this coin is biased or not, I should be tossing this coin almost like 1,000 times. So let's say this is 999 time when I toss the coin, I got a tail, and then I got a head. Right now, if I calculate all of these heads and tails, so I should be getting 50% time head and 50% time tail. Right. So based on that only I can say that yes, like the probability of me getting a head or me getting a tail is 50%. Okay. So this is one important criteria when we are talking about probability, that uh, 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 like uh, each each outcome should have equal probability of occurrence. Okay. Now talking about uh, Uh, let's discuss some terminologies. Terminologies, right? So, as we were discussing, the first very important terminology is random experiments, right? Oh, what is happening? Okay, sorry. Random experiments. Okay, so what is random experiments mean? So it is a random experiments is a experiment, or you can say a process for which, like, the outcomes. Uh, so basically, a process for which, like, outcome has equal probability of occurrence, right? Equal probability of occurrence. Okay. So many of the times you'll or you may have a notion that at least I had seen that many people have a notion that random experiments is something like where you uh, cannot you cannot say that uh, one observation will occur certainly, right? Yeah, but that is true, uh, because, like, the probability of uh, any outcome to occur is equal, right? Like its probability is not zero, right? Like just the way you are describing the probability, right? Like the events are different. So here I am telling that random experiment is an experiment where uh, each outcome, let me put it like this way, each outcome has equal probability to occur, right? Equal probability to occur. Okay. Okay. And other way of putting it into probability terms is that you said that uh, a random experiment is an experiment or a process uh, f- uh, where outcome cannot be predicted with certainty, right? Like I can't be very certain about the outcome, right? So not very certain about one outcome or about a outcome, right? So you will get an output. So when you are rolling a dice, you will get an output. You will get one, two, three, four, five, six, right? But you cannot say that uh, I am certain that one will occur. Okay, if you are that certain, then it is not a random experiment. So this is one important important terminology about probability. Second is uh, second terminology is sample space, right? Uh, you'll hear this a lot, like whenever you're talking about probabilities, right? Like what is the sample space? So sample space is basically everything which is possible, right? Or every outcome which is possible of a random experiment. So we first looked into random experiment, right? Okay. And second is sample space. So random experiment is like uh, equal probability of occurrence, right? Let me probability of occurrence, right? Okay. Now what sample space does is sample space defines what what all uh, what all possible outcomes can be there in this random experiment. So for example, in the dice case, we have only these outcomes, right? I cannot have 7 or I cannot have 0, right? So it is random, like random, that I will get uh, uh, like I am not sure that whether I will be getting 1 2 3 4 5 6, like uh, I'm sure that like I will get only one out of the 6, but I am not sure that I will get either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, right? So this is known as sample space, right? So you can like just to uh, uh, emphasize on this. So sample space is a set of all the outcomes which are possible, like a set of all the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Okay, that is sample space. Let me write this definition. So okay, I'll write the definition of this. Okay, and third one is event. Right. Now, event, as I was talking about, so event can be like can be any of the subset of this sample space. Okay, so which are all the subsets? So one of the subset is 1, right? 2 is also a subset. 3 is also a subset, right? 1 and 2 are also subset. 2 and 5 are also subset, right? 1, 2, 3. This is also a subset. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also a subset, right? So events are uh, one or more outcomes of an experiment, right? Like these are one or more outcomes of an experiment. Like so, there can be many events of in a random experiment, right? So yeah, right. So these are the three main terminologies in probability. Maybe I can just define once again. So random experiment, right? Random experiment is you can say that equal probability of mm, occurrence of an outcome, right? You focus on the definition of outcome and event. Okay. Second is sample space. So sample space is set of all possible outcome. Okay. And third one is event. So event is subset of one or more outcomes. Okay. Okay. So these are different terminologies of probability. Now, okay. So now let's dive deep into events. So first is types of events, right? Types of events, right? So uh, we just looked into like what all types of events are. So let's say like I have two events, right? Uh, let's say I have events as even even numbers, right? This is my one event, right? Like even number on dice, on a dice, right? And a second is odd number on a dice. Okay. So if you see this, like what could be this event? Uh, 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 Even number on a dice. It could be one, sorry, two, four, six, right? Right. This could be this. This is the event, right? Odd number will be one, three, five, right? So this kind of events are known as disjoint disjoint events. Okay. And in a Venn diagram, you can think of this as to be like this will be like some disjoint events, right? Now, suppose I have another event, right? Like again, event even number event. One is even number event, right? So which is like 2, 4, 6, right? And second is uh, number less than 4. Okay, number less than 4 on a on a dice. So this is my second event. Now number less than 4 is 1, 2, and 3. Right. Now if you look in these two events, like the outcome or the event 2 is common in both the events, right? Uh, uh, in even number event also you can get 2, and in number less than 4 event also you can get 2, right? So basically the Venn diagram will be something like this, right? So you have 1, 3, 2, and here you will have 4 and 6, right? So this is an example of non disjoint event. Okay. 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 We are almost running out of time, but like I will quickly start the next topic, and maybe we'll continue it in the next class. Today we started late, but uh, fine. So probability distribution, right? So till now we had looked into what is probability, right? How to different terminologies of the probability. Then we looked into types of event, joint and disjoint, and now we are looking into probability distribution. So in probability distribution, uh, we have three main terms. One is probability density function, probability density function, also known as PDF. Okay. Second is normal distribution. Okay. Okay. And third one is central limit theorem. Okay. So these are the main terminologies which we'll go through. Okay. So probability density function, you can think of that probability of basically probability density function is an is a equation which describes continuous probability distribution. Okay. So probability density function, uh, let me put it here, PDF. So PDF is description like description or not description, but like basically uh, uh, it probability density function is an equation of a continuous distribution of probability. Okay. I'm just defining the definitions, like defining uh, what these terminologies are. We'll go in depth on all of these terminologies in our next session. I'll quickly go through each of these terminologies. So PDF is probability density function is a function to define continuous probability distribution. Okay. Equation, or let's say function, right? Function is like an equation. So function to define continuous distribution of probability. Then we have normal distribution, right? Distribution. So we were talking about here probability distribution, right? So normal distribution is a probability distribution, right? Okay. Uh, so probability distribution of a random experiment. Let's say X is a random experiment, right? And uh, yeah, so normal distribution basically uh, uh, is an association of probability distribution of random experiment X with cumulative probability. Okay. Cumulative probability. Okay. We'll discuss more on this in next session, and I'll just okay. And third one is central limit theorem. Central limit theorem. So central limit theorem is like it specifies that uh, as uh, like basically sample distribution of the mean of X. Like maybe yeah, I'll so basically suppose you have this random experiment X, right? And then you take different samples of this X. So basically let's say you have taken one sample S1 and you get a mean value as mu1, right? Uh, okay. Similarly, you take another sample and you get another mean value, right? Uh, Another mean value for third sample and all. So, and when you plot the distribution of this mean values, it will always, like as the number goes in towards infinity, the distribution will always goes towards normal distribution. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. So this was all about probability distribution. We'll discuss all of these in more detail, and then I'll talk about types of probability, where we'll discuss marginal probability, joint probability, and conditional probability. Okay. So if you have any questions related to this, please do let me know now. Uh, uh, yeah, or else you can put it on WhatsApp as well, and we can discuss all these questions there. Okay, so I'll end this session here. And as I said, like if you have any questions, please do write me. I can take it up in next session as well.